Hi warriors, and welcome to Tekki Shodan part 2. In this part of the video we're going to look at the second half of the kata. So the second half of Tekki Shodan is just the first half but mirrored, so you're just doing it on the other arms and legs. So in the first part we finished with our Marote uki here, okay? So we finished with this part of the kata. We've just done our ki. So we're going on from there. So that was move 13. So now we're going to do moves 14 to 18. So from here, this little section will look like this. Yeah, I'll show that again. So we're in Marote uki from move 13. There. So we're just getting, that's basically just getting the timing of it. So we just do the same pattern. So we're in Marote uki. And from here, we're going to take our left hand, it's going to go underneath our right. Now our right hand stays as a fist, but our left hand is going to open. So we've got two fists, but then from here, my left hand comes underneath here. And now it's going to join. You can see now it's palm facing outwards. That means it has to rotate because I want to get to Haishu uki. So backhand block here. Or this might be someone grabbing onto you and you're creating tension here because it's not as fast as the first one. So the first one could be seen as a block or a strike. This one I think you're looking much more as someone grabbing hold of you here and you're wrapping that arm up and grabbing hold of them, or you're breaking a grip or something like that, because it's a little bit slower if you watch it. It's not as fast as the other ones. So from here, we're in Marote uki. Left hand comes underneath. Draw this out. You can see my palm is facing you and it comes out. It's not a real slow pace, so it's not like really slow, but it's also not as fast as the other one here. It's a bit of a steadier, more medium paced here. So my left hand's underneath, slowly comes out. One here. So that left hand comes out and through. From here, we do MP, keeping the hips fixed in Kibarachi. Hands drop down to Koza Gamai, and I look away. Giranbrai Kagazuki. Yeah? Sorry, Koshi Gamai. I was thinking Kozadachi. Koshi Gamai. So from here, we're in Marote uki. Left hand comes underneath, it comes out. Here, a steady pace. So I say about 1 to 2 seconds, if that. So we're here. Through. So we're in, get yourself in Marote uki. From here, left hand comes underneath the right, palm facing forwards, come out, and then it rotates at the end. MP, hands drop down and look away. Giranbrai Kagazuki. So in Marote uki, left hand comes underneath, through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Marote uki, move 13. Left hand comes underneath, bring it out, move 14. Move 15, 16, look away, 17, 18. See it, Marote uki, left hand comes underneath. See, ni, san, shi, go. So you've got 5 moves there. So you keep your Kibarachi from here in that Marote uki. Make sure when we're doing Kibarachi, we're not sticking the bum out here and being like curved up there. We're tucking those hips, but we're not rounding that upper body. Upper body's nice and tall from the rib cage up. Nice gentle pull on the tummy line, but there's a bit of tension there, but I'm not dragging it in really hard. And those hips are underneath me, underneath my shoulders, so I'm like this position here. So now left hand comes in. Here it comes out. So this one is coming out round. So Marote went straight. This one is coming out and round more. From here, let's move 14, 15. Look away. 16. Giranbrai 17. Kagazuki 18. Here. Once more from this angle. Do steady your pace. Left hand comes underneath. You can see it's tucked underneath my right arm. Left hand comes out. Turns at the end. Strike. Hands drop down to Koshi Gamai. Looked away at that point. Giranbrai Kagazuki. And that's moves 14 to 18. So in that bit we're here. So now from there, just give myself a bit of space. We're in Kagazuki here. I'm going to step across. So now I'm going to do moves 19 to 20. So Kagazuki here. We're going to step across. Kozadachi. Yeah. Here, Kozadachi cross-legged. So I just step my left foot in front of my right. Here you can see here, left foot steps in front of my right here. And as I'm doing that, I'm not just pushing myself here, because pushing myself will send me up. I'm going to use this adductor muscle in here to pull me across. So it's going to pull me across and to keep the same height. So move 19 here. I'm then going to, remember, I start looking out the corner of my eye, I start just turning my head a little bit. Now I can see the camera. So now this leg's going to come up, through, move 20. So I'm here, left foot steps over the right, in front, cross-legged, Kozudachi. I'm not going to move my head yet. I'm going to do a slight head turn, look over the corner of my elbow, out the corner of my eye, here, see it, 1. Remember we talked about this leg, so we're looking for me, so it's either going to be an oblique kick, for it to be a stamping kick, or we're going to be looking at like a kingeri to the groin, or a snapping maigeri. So that's why I'm just bringing my leg here, up there, because then it's ready to go into the position it needs to, any of those 3. So up here, maigeri, kingeri, oblique kick, rather than being here and bringing it up quite so high. I don't really see the purpose of that, so I just bring my leg up into that knee high position. So we're here, we're going to step across for move 19. I'm not looking yet. Now I start looking at the corner of my eye, move 20. So this little bit will look like this. So it looks very much like everything's together, but we've got 1, start looking, knee comes up, then the leg. Okay, so here I come across, through. So Kozudachi, we step across, start looking at the corner of my eye, leg comes up, Uchi-uki. So that's move 19 to 20. So we've just gone from move 13 of our ki, left hand comes out, move 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You just don't want this bit to go here, Kozudachi. You just don't want it to go sort of look, leg, arm, or like where they look too early, or go, for me, I don't, you see some styles they'll go here, they'll do the knee and then they'll look here. I believe that's too late. So here I'll corner my eye, 1. So I'm doing a slight head look, so look, head slightly turning across, looking at the corner, and bring it up as I do it. So here I can see something coming towards me, knees coming up, there, through. So that little bit now connects to and through. So that gets us from move 14 to 20 there. So we just added on our Kozudachi, start looking, knee comes up and through. We're now going to go to move 21. So I'm going to stay here so I'm in front of the camera. So we've just done Kozudachi, start doing the head look, up. That's move 19-20. Move 21 is now from here. You're going to take, remember this arm's going to punch out to the nose. This one's going to do a high Uchi-uki. So the arm that's out is going to do a punch to the nose. Hand that's on the hip is going to do a big swooping, like kind of Uchi-uki here, but it's called Nagashi-uki, sweeping block. As I do that, punch out. Finish with your racken, yeah? You see here. So we're here, arm's going to come through, 1, draw it in, 2. Now this doesn't need to be, there's my elbow, this doesn't need to be exactly there. It can be a little bit here to make it a little bit straight, so that's fine. Just don't have it too much here. I don't want too much pushing out past the hand. There. And remember this isn't going to be straight on, because if I did it straight, it's now punching over here rather than there. So it's going to shift across and be a little bit, looking like it's a little bit wonky. So from here, we've just done our knee lift, 1. Move 21 is going to be right arm does a sweeping block, Nagashi-uki, in front of my left arm, which then strikes out to the head. Then I come in Uraken back fist, aiming for the bridge of the nose. So from here, I'm going right hand front left, strike 1, 2. Here, right hand in front of the left, sweep it back, strike 1, 2. From there, once more, right hand in front of the left, strike 1, 2. So then that little section is going to be like this. So we've just gone knee up, 1. So then we're going to go right hand in front of left, 1, 2. Yeah, so my left hand is up, right hand comes in front of the left hand, does a sweeping block, strike, strike. If I turn around so you can see from the other angle, my left hand's up, it's just performed the Uchi-uki. From there, my right hand comes in front of my left, strike 1, 2. Uraken. Here, right hand in front of the left, strike 1, 2. So now that fits together from our Uchi-uki like this. There. So that little bit is moves 14 to 21. So now we're going to move on. So we've just done cross-legged, arm comes up, sweeping block to Yurakan. So now we've got Nami Gaeshi, return wave kick. So from here, my right leg is going to be used first because my right hand is up in the air. So my right hand's doing Yurakan. So I look over 45 degrees between my shoulder and my hand through the gap here. Now this leg, my right leg, does the Nami Gaeshi first. So it's going to sweep in front of me and twist, remember. So we do this twist here. Then I'm going to look, that's move 21. Move 22. I'm going to look, no, sorry, what was I saying there? That's move 22. This is move 23. Look over my left, Nami Gaeshi, sweeping, twist again. So we're going to do moves 22 and 23 now. So from here, because moves 21 was this bit, so move 22, look, return leg sweep with your right foot, one, and twist. So we've gone from being backhand facing forwards, we twist, so my palm faces forwards if I were to aim for my hand, and as I do that, I push away here. So I'm doing like a strike here with the outside of my forearm. It's not the inside, so the outside of my forearm could be striking, or like a hammer fist here. So just from there, through. So from there, I look through the gap. I've got my backhand facing towards you first. I do my Nami Gaeshi, one, push. Landing back in keyboard action, see. Remember we talked about trying to keep the same height, so don't be coming up here. You want to snap from there, snap, through. We'll have in the third part some ways to practice a few techniques of bits that are difficult, so don't worry too much if you're like, I'm still not sure on this. There'll be that in the part 3. So I'm here, look through the right side, between my shoulder and my hand, Nami Gaeshi, sweep there. Now my outside of my arm is facing away, so I've got my outside of my arm having to perform a strike. Now move 23, I look over my left shoulder, I'm looking down across the angle, over my shoulder 45 degrees, my left foot now comes in, Nami Gaeshi, and I sweep across, and now again the outside of my arm is doing the block again, but I've twisted it from here across. You can see from there through here. So it'll be like this. There, so it's going to cross my body a bit like a Sotowoki, and then again, like using a hammer fist, because you've got a hammer fist here, a hammer fist there. So 1, 2. So that little section without the legs is just look, strike, strike. So that's a nice little simple practice to do. Look, strike, and trying to get that, look, strike, twist the upper body, rotate, twist, strike, there, okay? So moves 22 to 23, from here, look like this, and in real time, they're like this. Okay, I'll show you from a different angle. So from there, we'll do it normal pace first. Slow it down, so I look through the 45, look through between my shoulder and my hand, 45 degrees, my right foot does the Nami Gaeshi, the return wave kick, pull, twist. Now I can see the back of my hand, so I couldn't, now I can. I look over my left shoulder, 45 degrees, Nami Gaeshi with my left leg, twist, and now I can see my palm, so I can't see my backhand. You can see here, Yurakan, can't see the back of my hand. I look through the 45 on the right shoulder, sweep 1, now I can see the back of my hand, look to the left 45, sweep 2, now can't see my back of my hand. And that's moves 22 to 23. So now from our ki, we've gone there. I was about to jump into the last bit as well. So that's that little section. So now finally moves 24, 25, real simple. So we're in this position, Kibachi. We've got our arms over to our left, right arm up, left hand underneath. We drop our hands down to Koshi Gumai, and I look away. So now I'm looking over my right shoulder. So from here, one, here. So I would have been looking over here, there, look away. And so I've got left hand is the bottom, right hand on top. So left hand, you see there, it's pointing palm up. Right hand is pointing, the palm is pointing to me. So they're making like this, but we're making them into fists, and then they're on top of each other. So this one's straight out, palm up, make a fist. This one's like on top, potato, here, making another fist there. So from there, look, and then we've got Morote Uki. Remember, don't come out and round, straight across your body. So here, and that's your Kiai. Through. So that little section there is here. Okay, so here, drop down, strike. I'll show you from this angle first, I'm there. Or from this angle here, into our Morote Zuki, our double strike. So that's the second half of Tekki Shodan, and that last little bit was Kibachi, left hand horizontal, right hand on top, having done like a block or a strike, hammer fist. Hands drop down to Koshikamae, look over your right shoulder, strike Morote Uki. Remember, this Morote Uki is going straight across your body, not folding out here, like that. It's going straight across. So I think the keys of this one, well, this one is just doing the opposite things from the first half. The only real change is from the first Kiai, we've got this bit. So rather than being a slap out so much here, strike, it's still a quick pace, but it's more of a tension pace. I think that's the best way to describe it. So it's not coming and flying back out here, it's coming in. So we've done whoop, here, in, and then it's going to be a tension pace there. I think the other big part that's different is the very ending. So we'll just go through the ending part of how you go back from your finish to your yoi position. So this is like move 26. So I've done my Morote Uki to my right, move 25. So we've just done 1, 2, that's my second Kiai. When I hit Yame, I'm going to Yame, open up my hands, and then I'm going to draw my right foot to my left foot and put my left hand on top of my right as we started with knees slightly bent. So if I come across here a little bit, I'm out of my Morote Uki, I've just finished the Kata, Yame, I'll hear from the Sensei, open up the right hands, open up both hands. Now I bring my right foot back in, left hand on top of right, knees slightly bent. I'll go to yoi, right foot went out, left foot comes in. So from there, the very ending, move 26, is going to be open up the hands, draw, step yourself in with your right foot, then step back out to yoi, left foot comes in. So let's go through that step by step. So I've got Morote Uki, I've just finished, open up my hands. Now I'm going to look forward as I step my right foot to my left leg and bring my right hand underneath my left hand. My knees are slightly bent. I will then go to yoi by stepping my right foot out, and then I will step my left foot in to ri. So let me start right down here, so hopefully I'm in the middle of the camera. Open up my hands, step in with my right leg, knees bent, left hand on top of right, step to yoi, right foot goes out, left foot steps in, and ri. So I'm going right foot in, right foot out, left foot in. Yeah? So open up the hands. I've just finished my Morote Uki, open up my hands, my right foot comes in as I pull my hands in. From there, my knees bent, left hand on top of right, go to yoi, right foot went out, left foot in, and ri. That's how you finish. So what we're going to do now to finish off this, we're going to go through the kata 2 times from the side and from the front, looking at the front. So this half of the kata, what we've just done from move 13 is like this. At a slower pace. So from move 13 here, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, look, which is part of 22, that looks part of move 23, 24, 25, open hands 26, back to here. From this side, so we're here, and slower pace for you. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, open the hands 26 and step in. And that's Tekki Shodan. Thank you very much for watching, warriors. Great.